All right, guys, welcome to another section. This section is going to be about lead generation. And now I'm going to be honest, our entire course is about generating more leads and customers for your business, but lead generation is a very specific thing in digital marketing. So we'll take this section to talk about some lead generation tips and tricks. And in this lesson specifically, we'll talk about how you can get better quality leads. Not only how you can get better quality leads from a cold audience, but how you can get better quality leads from the audience you already have right now. And so diving into this lesson, we're going to talk about leads. What are they and why they're very important for your business? Then we'll talk about troubleshooting the leads that you already have right now and maybe how we can get some better quality out of your current audience. And then we'll talk about some lead generation tips about how you can get new leads into your business as well. Now, before we get too deep, let's take a second and get a baseline understanding about leads just in general. A marketing lead is a person who shows interest in your brand's products or services, which makes them a potential customer. And you can always just think about your leads as potential customers. The primary goal of any business is to generate as many leads as possible. It doesn't matter if you're a service-based business or an e-commerce business or something in between. You are always going to have a goal of generating new and existing leads for your brand. The term lead generation is one that is used a lot in digital marketing, and lead generation is the process of attracting prospects to your business and increasing their interest through nurturing, all with the goal of converting them into a customer. And we've talked about lead generation a lot. We've talked about the customer journey, and we've talked about the conversion funnel. Lead generation just means moving people through the conversion funnel. The further you move them down from a brand awareness to interest to conversion, that they become more and more of a lead after you do that. And then we want to retain those leads and get them to become return customers as well. Now, before we talk about how to get new leads into your business, let's take a second and figure out if we can get any more quality out of the leads you already have. A lot of times you might have quality leads mixed in with your website traffic and people fill out your form, but if you don't have a good way of qualifying them, you may not be able to tell who is going to be a good lead and a good potential customer. So let's take a look at a couple of common problems people have with their leads and see if we can figure out how we can fix them. One of the first problems we'll discuss is that your leads may not want to pay full price. Price objections are one of the most common objections when it comes to converting your leads. If you find that your leads have price objections in the conversion stage, it can mean that you need to adjust some things at the top of your funnel. Price objections do not come out of anywhere. It's just usually us as the business owner are not aware of them until it's time for people to say, I can't afford that. Some things that you can try are lowering your initial discount offer. If you offer something 30, 50, or even 75% off the first time someone buys something, it's going to be hard for them to make that jump to full price. Although 10 to 15% might not get as many people filling out your pop-up or even buying initially, when it comes time to convert, it's going to be a smaller jump from 10% to full price than from 50% to full price. You can also try putting your prices on your website. People can object to prices that they already know going ahead. If you offer a service and then you wait all the way to the end and people think that your prices are a lot more than they are expecting, you could be wasting your time. So just put your prices on your website to begin with, and you can make sure that the leads who come through your pipeline are already aware of how much money they're going to be spending. You can try writing longer descriptions for your products and services on your website. This gives more quality to what you're offering and lets people know more what they're paying for. They're going to be less surprised by a price because they're going to have a full idea of your product or service that you're offering. Focus on collecting reviews. Again, this gives quality to your product or service and shows people that it's worth what they're going to be paying for. And lastly, you can try adding more touch points to your funnel. If you have a high value product, you may not be able to sell it with just an instant conversion or talking to somebody one time. So add more touch points, send them more emails, maybe add in an in-person consultation or something like that to where they're really going to get a full view of what you offer, and you're going to build up enough familiarity with you and your brand that they feel comfortable paying full price for your products. Another common problem is that your leads are not interested. Having a high volume of leads who are not interested in your products or services can be just as bad as having no leads at all. This can be the case if you have a high bounce rate on your website or you have a low number of add to carts. You can try refining your target audience. Sometimes we feel like we know exactly who our product is for and we know who the target audience is. However, when they make it onto our website, they're simply not interested. If this is the case, go back to your persona worksheet and figure out who is your product for and then draw those people into your website. Check your ad targeting. If you're running paid traffic to your website or to somewhere where your product or service has an offer on it, you maybe have an error in your ad targeting that is sending the wrong people to your offer. You can try moving your product features more towards the top of your website. A lot of times people might have a lot of fun things on their website towards the top and then the lead gen form, and people may not realize what they're opting in for. Put your product features right at the top so people know this is what I'm opting in for, this is what I'm signing up for, and this is what this brand offers me. You can make your leads opt into a funnel. This works really great because it helps you qualify your leads. The more actions people take in order to get to your offer, the more likely they're really interested in what you're trying to sell them. So maybe try putting them through an email funnel with 1 or 2 emails before you offer them something, or making them click on 1 or 2 pages on your website to get more information about your products and services before you have them opt into a lead form or offer them a purchase. Another common problem with lead generation is not being able to track the return of your investment from your leads. It can be very easy to lose track of your leads, and when this happens, it can be hard to determine how much of return you're getting from your marketing efforts. And this is very important when you're trying to grow and scale your business. Knowing things like your average order value or how long it takes for your customers to make a return purchase can be the backbone of a lot of marketing campaigns. If you're having trouble tracking the return from your leads, a couple things you might be able to try are some things like utilizing Google Analytics. This is a free resource and it can tell you how much money each person is spending and how much money you're getting from each traffic source. You can set up UTM parameters on your ad campaigns. This is a very technical skill. We'll go over this in our Facebook ads, but this can be very useful for tracking individual performance of campaigns. You can try using a CRM system for your business. This helps you put all your leads in one place and you can see all the actions they've taken, things like how many emails you've sent them, how much money they spent over time, and anything related to them as a client. You can turn on customer profiles on your online store. This allows your online store to act kind of like a mini CRM, and you can go inside of your client profiles and you can see how much money are people spending on average and how your individual clients are reacting to your marketing efforts. And that brings us to the biggest problem people may have with their leads. They simply do not have any. So let's take a second and talk about that. When it comes to generating leads for your business, this is where digital marketing excels. With technology, there is an ever-growing way that you can attract and get more clients, customers, and leads into your business. Now, before I tell you a bunch of ways that you can generate leads for your business, I want you to think about what you know already. So pause the video and write a list of all the ways that you are generating leads for your business right now. How are you attracting cold audiences and how are you converting those people into actual customers for your business? Pause the video, don't cheat, and you know I'm going to see you on the other side with my examples. Okay, so when it comes to generating leads, one of the best ways that I can tell you, and one that I don't want you to forget about, is writing a blog. Blog articles can be a great way to get new leads. Writing articles about the features or the use of your products or services can attract customers from the search channel. Not only that, blogs help you with your SEO, and you can include a lead gen form anywhere on this page as a pop-up, at the bottom, as a subscription block, any kind of way you can use that. And you can bet that anybody who reads a blog about something in your industry and then subscribes to your form or becomes a lead through your lead gen form, they're going to be a high quality lead because they've already read what you're about, they've already looked around your website and decided they want more information from you. Gated content is a great way to get more leads. Gated content just means that in order to get access to the content, the client has to give you their information. So like if you want to get a free download, you have to give them your email first. That's gated content. And people who leave their information in exchange for content have a high buying intent. They are really looking for whatever's on the other side of that wall. By putting these customers through an automated funnel, you can convert on this exchange. Some other things to remember is that you only have to set it up once. You don't have to do this again and again and again, but you can get clients through this funnel every single day, hour, or minute, depending on how well you drive traffic to your gated content. And also, gated content is going to show that your brand is an authority on the industry that you are governing. That way people know they can trust you and that you know what you're talking about. Advertising is, of course, one of the number one ways to get people into your business. By paying through different platforms, you can put your brand in front of the audiences who already shown interest in your products or services. And that's because you can use audience targeting. You can tell your ads exactly who to get, whether it's people who are looking for your products or services or people who fit the demographics of your personas. Advertising also allows you to retarget leads multiple times. Remember, it can take up to 7 times or more of a customer interacting with your brand before they become a customer. And so with retargeting, you can show them the same ad multiple times, or you can show them different ads that help them move through the funnel and build familiarity in order to become a good quality lead. And lastly, you can try something called funnel hacking. Funnel hacking is when you look at what other people in your industry are doing and you put your customers through the same exact customer journey, except on your brand. And if there's a dominant brand in your industry with proven success, it may be worth taking a look at what path their customers use to convert. Your customer may already be their customer. And so you want to mimic a strategy that is proven to work on your persona that you guys share together. This can help you lower your acquisition costs because you're doing something that's already proven to work, and it can help you discover missing components in your system. If you find that one of your competitors has a component inside of the customer journey that you don't have, it may be the thing that's needed in order to take your leads from to really high quality in converting people. And just like that, we have finished another lesson, you guys. And you know what we covered today? We talked all about leads, who they are, why they're important, new leads, and existing leads in your business. We talked about troubleshooting some of those existing leads in your business. And then we talked about how we might be able to generate some new leads out of a cold audience into becoming customers for your brand. And so, as always, I hope that you learned something. I hope you had a little bit of fun. And I hope I see you for our next lesson, which is going to be about my favorite topic, content marketing. I'll see you guys there.